It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Come on, 180.
Check 53, Mike. I'm coming. Watch twist. Alert flag.
Red, go.
Tighten up.
Go.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Maurice Hurst on the tackle. It's a gain of 7.
On second down, Davis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Oh, you got deep? You go tight.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Come on, 180.
6-man.
Red, go.
Check curls.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack.
It's 4th down.
Big hit.
Alert.
Sack City.
Bravo.
Mike 55.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
What now?
Check. You know it. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
93. Hey. High 7.
Mike 59. It's our time, guys. It's our time. He's checking. Crash.
Express.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Caught by Nelson left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's go, baby.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. On first down, Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Nelson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, That means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
We're good. 185. Hey, 734. Hey, Charlie.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. This is warm-up. Say. Under 10.
Right down.
10. Hey.
Express.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
Express.
59. Check. 59. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 43.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Trubisky, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Alert!
They go play action. Trubisky, and the pressure gets to him again. Tahir Whitehead able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. And he's going to go down again. Max Crosby. And that will force a turnover on downs. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. We're scoreless after one. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Maurice Hurst able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Check 4, check 4. Alert, alert, alert.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Raider 2. Hey, echo. Express.
Mike, 59. Exit, exit. Mike,
734. 59. You're mine. Back. Check.
From the gun, it's Carr. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check. Kill. Watch the eye.
29. Express. Hey, orbit. Raider 1.
Carr going to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Tahir Whitehead. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. After the sack on 1st down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Trubisky on first down. Flushed out right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They go play action with Trubisky, escaping the pressure right. And the Raiders have got him. Cleveland Farrell able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a third and long. Now it's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
18.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Alert! Alert! Go! Blue. Man, touch!
25, check 25, check 25.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Now Trubisky. He's going to loft one. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Out, 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 out. That's right. Shit.
You're mine.
Check 24. Check 24.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. Record, record. 58, right over there. Right
93.
58.
93. Express.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr, he's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Check 50.
Go Chief. Raider 9. Hey, Delta.
58, boy. 58. 58 Mike. Hey, D-line, let's keep it. Hey, 58 is a Mike. Go 58.
Express. That's it.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. After a rare scoreless 1st half, these teams now just looking for something as the 2nd half gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it in a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders, and even 50 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Two right Chief.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Switch. Two right Monday down.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Martin. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They try again with Cohen, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Switch up, switch up.
On third down, Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
No, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down.
You must, hey, exit.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull together.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift-wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. Play action. Now it's Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. first down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Carr to throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Carr. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 77 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They really struggled in the first half, but they've made some adjustments looking better in the second half. But sometimes do we overanalyze? Is it always adjustments, or sometimes is it guys just sticking better to the game plan?
I think the latter, and I love how you brought that up because we always want to credit, oh, they adjusted here and they made this change there. Sometimes it's just executing what they worked on in practice all week much better. In this case, I think it's a combination. They found a different part of their playbook, and it's working really well for them.
Working extremely well at this point. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at the top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against his secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those four. What a matchup that would have been. But it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right. And Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20. So get ready for those speeches.
I wonder if they'll do it like Johnny Robinson this year, who actually submitted a video instead of going up to the podium. And his speech was about 5 minutes long, which is probably about the right length.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Slam.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Check three. What? Twitch.
Off the toss, Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Motion, pop. Check motion. Hey, ball.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Gets past one man. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick six, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. This is Gabriel out on the left side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. Now Trubisky to throw. On the right side, this is Miller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Trubisky will throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, ball. You got tight.
First down, a run with Cohen. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
At the 8-yard line.
On second and goal, Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now left side on the swing pass. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
To throw again on second down. Carr. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Throwing his Carr on third down. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19.
He's checking.
First down.
694.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and now it's second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike's 59.
5.
Check. 59. Here we go, G.
Express.
Here I come. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch a slap. Watch it.
Raider 2.
Slap.
Now Carr again. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown Raiders. Antonio Brown. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yes.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 76 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders, and they were buoyed.